Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today on this fine Sunday? Hi, stream. Hi, chat. Hi, Vinny Van. Hi, Richard. Hi, Mick. It's rainy in Texas. I know, brother. I'm sitting here in it. Oh, that's right. You're, I think you're down yonder, aren't you? So you're experiencing it with me. So, yeah, old rainy Texas, man. It's been good for gig economy. It's been good for, like Uber Eats and stuff like that, which I'll get into later in this video. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I was a little late to stream today because I was in a rush trying to make the thumbnail because I completely forgot that I was supposed to make a thumbnail, and so I just like completely screenshotted something I'm gonna use later and talk about later. Screenshotted it, just I threw it on there. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people don't show up today just because of the stupid thumbnail. But there's a lot to talk about. I'm gonna talk, wanted to talk about everything in the title. I quit JuiceLand. I tried to do something 2 days ago, kind of in the entrepreneurial field, I suppose you could say. I just wanted to test myself, see what my limits were, and try and sell some roses on the streets. And it was super fun, and I'm gonna get into that, and then maybe talk about my finances a bit. I actually have like a whole list of things that we could talk about, because I didn't even cover everything in the last stream we did recently. I left out a whole bunch of stuff, guys, and I'm excited to talk about it. We can even talk about how much money I've been making with Uber Eats the past couple of days since quitting my job. So buckle your seatbelts in, because it's gonna be a fun stream. I'm excited. I'm also trying to like really practice live streaming and get better at it, like including music and including the starting soon video at the beginning. Really trying to provide some quality for y'all, since I never post any videos anymore. And maybe we'll talk about that later, kind of primarily becoming a live stream channel, maybe. I don't know. I do miss making videos and filming videos, and I actually have one prepared for us to watch today, which is super sick, because y'all, who's ever in the chat right now, all y'all guys right now in the chat, Richard, Ben, Matt, Pedro, Ataku Pops, I have no idea how to say that, Matt, Bruce, Pedro, everyone that's in here right now, and all the viewers that are just watching that aren't in the chat box, that's completely fine. I edited and filmed an entire video, and I will be showing it on the stream today, before I even release it to the public on the actual channel, as far as like actual videos go. So stoked on that. It's gonna be super fun. Just trying to kind of give it a second for people to start joining. Hope everyone is doing well. Buffalo, I want to quit my job. Do it, brother. I give you full permission. Just quit that shit, brother. Just do it. Okay? Actually, I wouldn't listen to me. That's probably a bad idea. Maybe find something else before you quit your job. I was just so blessed to, you know, I have a very minute amount of money from YouTube. I still work Uber Eats and stuff, and so it was a little bit safer for me to quit JuiceLand. And so I would suggest really thinking that through. before you do that. Real Creatures, San Diego here. It's sunny and boring. Man, I bet the weather is a lot better in San Diego than it is here in Texas right now, though, brother. I mean, it's a solid 60. It feels good over here. A little drizzle, you know what I mean? Brayton Wilson, what do you think about the new Priuses? I think they look good, man. I think they look good. I think they just keep upgrading them. I will say, though, I am perfectly satisfied with the model that I have, the 2022. I personally think I like the shell of my car, the model, more than I like the newer ones, but the newer ones are badass, so it's just a preference thing. Laura Lane, I got a van, starting van life. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations, Laura. I'm excited for you. Gonna be going on some epic adventures. You're gonna be able to test your limits and figure out how to, you know, navigate through van life, what you like, what you don't like, you know, how you're gonna do everything. I'm excited for you. Let's kind of just get into it. By the way, guys, I need to call out. Hold on, I gotta pause the music for this, guys. Okay, I gotta call out the boomers. All right, I gotta call out the boomers. You know, number one, my channel, it has a discography. Matt donated $1. Did you really, Matt? Thank you.
Reggie the Pug, testing donations to begin with.
Wow. Well, I guess the donations work, so that's awesome. Thank you, Matt. That's awesome. And it came. Hopefully, y'all heard that. I heard that. So, thank you for the $1, Matt. Like I was saying, though, the discography, is that how you say it? The age range of the people who watch my videos is generally like 25 and up, which I think that's awesome. I'm not sure if that's even, I guess it depends on the channel, but it just shows that I have a more mature audience, I suppose. And there's good things and there's bad things about that, I suppose. I would like an overall rounded audience, I suppose. I would like to bring in some of the younger kids and stuff like that. We could work on that in the future, maybe do some still air things, or I don't know, man. What I'm trying to say, though, is that a lot of y'all don't know about the notification button, okay? I get so many DMs about people being like, I never, like, you never post anymore and stuff, and I'm like, well, number one, I post every single day on Instagram, okay? JakeIMccollum on Instagram. I'll link it to y'all right now. Everyone needs to go and follow me on Instagram, because that's a great way to follow me in real time. You feel me, dog? And then secondly, I want to show y'all how to do it, because of like how I started this whole conversation. A lot of y'all are older and may not know how to, and that's completely okay. And so I want to show y'all how to do it, and so that y'all can get notified. So I'm gonna switch over to cam and screen here, okay? So let me just go to someone completely random, like some Minecraft channel, okay? I'm literally, this is random, so skip the tutorial. I have no idea who this guy is, but you can literally hit the subscribe button right here, but also you have to hit this bell if you want to get notified of all of Skip the Tutorials notifications right here. You see what I mean? So to answer a lot of y'all's questions about not being able to see when I'm posting and stuff, this is the answer. You need to turn on the notification bell. And yes, I'm sorry, Skip the Tutorial. I have no idea who you are, but I respect you. I love Minecraft. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way real quick. Figured I'd maybe teach a couple of y'all how to do that. And so I've been hearing some more donations. Guys, the donations are through PayPal. If you want text to speech, like our boy Matt did. If it comes through on YouTube, which I really appreciate it, regardless. I'm not sure if it'll come through. But Casey Jones, thank you for the $2. Do I yearn? What does yearn for what? Or did you mean to say yarn? I don't sew. I don't sew or anything. Yearn. I'm sorry that I'm too stupid to understand your question, brother. Yeah, Casey, if you want to be in the chat and maybe try and ask that a different way that is more understandable to me, I would be happy to answer that question, but I appreciate the donation. All right, let me before we get started, let me just kind of read through KI. I got tired of living out of my car.
Your channel. Good luck with whatever's next. Can't wait to follow your journey.
That's awesome. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. Was that the same Matt or was that a different Matt? No, it was the same Matt. Well, thank you for the $5. That's $6, Matt. So I really appreciate it. It means a lot, man. KI, yeah, some of us, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, man. Some of us like to do it for years on end, like myself, and then some of us are just not as, I don't know, they just don't like it as much. I can completely understand why people wouldn't want to live out of their cars. It can be really stressful. Heaven can't wait. Can you post in the community here? You know, it's not a bad idea. On YouTube, they do have the community section. I could be posting more on there. But even though you hate Instagram, man, I love Instagram just for the stories. So I'm going to be on there regardless, whether you don't like it or not. Darius Dawn, boomers invented tech. You're not lying. You're definitely not lying. Joseph Callahan, I hope you're doing well as well. Bakis Shamil, why aren't you doing Uber and Lyft? I'll get into that here in a little bit. It's actually something we're going to talk about today. Yeah, we'll talk about that, brother. All right, so first of all, I want to talk about this right here. First on the list, we've got a long list of things that we're gonna talk about today and have some fun with. But firstly, I want to show y'all this video that I took the other day. Okay, so this is just a clip that I filmed. I'll just let it play for y'all. Passing by JuiceLand right now. Just got off my last shift, period, ever, of JuiceLand. Yeah, and then I kind of obviously got a little bit emotional because I was there. I was there for a solid while, you know what I mean? I was there for what, 3, 4, 5 months or something like that. And basically just like the main thing for me is like, number one, I was proud of myself for like sticking with a job because I've talked about it a lot in the videos. I'm very much someone who just has always kind of worked for themselves, at least like the past 5 or 6 years. And I just don't do well in like actual jobs. You know, in the past, you know, prior to drug addiction and all these other things, I would either quit as soon as I would get a new job, or I would get fired somehow. And so I was super proud that I was able to stay at JuiceLand. You know, I found it pretty fun, actually. I like memorized the whole entire menu. I was becoming like one of the quickest at like making the smoothies and stuff. It became like routine to me. It became natural. You know, and you know, I would work until like 6:45 to like 6. No, I wouldn't. I would work 6:45 in the morning until like 2 p.m. and you know, like 4 days a week, and it was just kind of a good side gig. But I couldn't help but feel, and this is like the main thing here. I'm gonna put some music on real quick. You know, I felt like it was taking up a lot of real estate in my head. Even though I was only working like the 30 hours a week for JuiceLand, it was just like the mental part of it. It's like, oh, well, I can't even go out of town if I wanted to right now, because I know I'm gonna have to wake up and work here. And I, for such a long period of time, have been able to kind of just do what I want, you know what I mean, and have like freedom. But actually getting a real job made me like feel kind of stuck, if that makes sense. And I'm very blessed in that sense. I'm extremely grateful. Don't get me wrong, that I was even able to that I'm able to like move around like this. But that was wearing on me, like after 3-4 months of working at this one job, you know. Another part of it was I was basically the oldest one who worked there, minus maybe one other person, but that one other person like worked once a month. And I just kind of felt like there was I don't want to say a disconnect, because I mostly liked the people that I worked with, minus a couple of people. But it was just like, I was very quiet during work oftentimes. I would just kind of go to work, do my job, talk a little bit here and there, but like it was really tough for me to like be open and build relationships, I suppose, with people. I just kind of felt like I didn't have anything in common with these other people, and then most of the people were like in college or in school, you know what I mean? I worked with a lot of 20-year-olds, so I don't know, that was sort of kind of a small percentage of the reason why I decided to leave as well. And then there's, oh, that music, it just does not fit the vibe. What the hell is even this right now? No. I would say the main reason why I quit JuiceLand was literally because I couldn't afford it anymore. I couldn't afford it to begin with. So like, I was told I would get paid $15 no matter what, and then there would be a possibility of tips, right? So I was thinking, oh, with tips, I'll be able to make like, you know, $16, $17, $18. It's JuiceLand. It's the first one ever created. It's in the heart of Austin, Texas, where everybody is moving to. And I was like, I think I might be able to pay my bills with this job. So for a juice spot, I will say it does pay pretty well. But guys, I have over $2,000 worth of bills a month. And it didn't pay out as much as I thought that it would, okay? But I am not the same as everybody else. I think, you know, getting paid even $15 in itself, maybe $16 sometimes, $17, is actually a pretty good hourly wage for somebody, given the minimum wage here in Texas, I believe, is probably, what, $8 or $9? I don't know if it's gone up since the last time I checked. But yeah, and so, you know, I kind of just, that was the main reason, was I couldn't afford it. I would get my paychecks and be like, I guess I'm gonna have to be, you know, I would have to work on the side on things and stuff like that. And so I figured taking the time to just put all of my energy...
Selling, flipping on eBay, thoughts on that?
Flipping stuff on eBay, Matt? I tried it a long time ago, and it was actually super fun. I would actually like go to Goodwills and stuff and pick up like cheap mugs for like $1 and then try to resell them on eBay for like $7 or $10. It just became kind of it wasn't necessarily like a passive idea. It was more like it actually took work, like filling out the descriptions and all of that. And so it was just taking up too much time. I believe you can make a good living doing that if you have room for the storage, and 2, if you can give your full amount of time to doing it. But I just didn't have that kind of time, and it takes time to build up a shop like that on eBay, and then to continue to shop around and find things on the low to sell high. That also takes time. I respect that hustle, but it's just not for me. Good idea for other people that might be struggling right now, though. But like I was saying, yeah, basically, guys, I had to stop working there because I couldn't afford it anymore. I needed something that was gonna pay me more, and so basically, that's why I quit JuiceLand. And so now, guys, I kind of have my my freedom back, you know. So I'm basically able to kind of do what I want now, but that's not what I've been doing. Not what I have been doing. Because I don't know if I want to leave Austin. Now that I have the opportunity to leave Austin, since I'm not at JuiceLand anymore, I still don't know if I want to leave. I could literally go to Dallas. I miss my brothers back home. I miss my friends back home. I'd like to go over there. The holidays are coming up, so I'm thinking maybe I just wait until the holidays come up to go back over there. But I also miss them. I miss Dallas. And, you know, if I was going to travel to a different state or city, it would literally probably be like right now that I would need to do it. But as soon as I got to the new city that I would want to go to, I would immediately have to start grinding and making some money somehow. And the one place that I want to go to, it would probably literally be impossible for me to work Uber Eats or DoorDash, and so I would have to go back to working another minimum wage job and then being miserable and not being able to pay my bills, and I wouldn't be able to film videos, and it would defeat the purpose of me even going there in the first place. And so brains all over the place with that. Does feel good to kind of have my freedom back, but with great freedom comes great responsibility. I mean, but it's true though. It's true though. Because now I've been having to work even harder since quitting JuiceLand. I've had to work even harder. How have I been working harder? By trying to generate new ideas on what I can do to make money. And, of course, going back to Uber Eats and DoorDash, and Favor, even though the whole entire reason I got the JuiceLand job in the first place was because I was trying to get away from Uber Eats and DoorDash and stuff because of how trash it can be. But it's nice that I have this as a backup plan, or if I ever need it, like the position that I'm in currently. And so I have been doing that the past like 3 or 4 days. Now let me show you one of my homies real quick, because I want to tell y'all a story, okay? But before I tell y'all the story, I just want to check y'all's chat to see if y'all have said anything. Nick's 2525, do I still live in my car? Of course I have. Of course I have been. I don't, since March 23rd of 2019. So y'all ask Siri how many days that is. I'm pretty sure it's probably like 1,600 something, 1,700 something. Trust me, brother. The day I ain't living in my car anymore, y'all will know about it. I will be making a video. My first mansion. Just kidding. I don't know if that'll actually happen or not. I don't know. Rachel Allison, what's going on, girl? Danielle, my bills are over like 3,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. Laura, miss your videos. I appreciate it. Connor, Denver's got some good paying jobs. I love Denver, man. Shout out our boy Eric Coons on YouTube. Eric J. Coons. He's out in Denver. I spent a long time in Denver, and it was awesome. I have like nothing bad to say about Denver. That one dude, does YouTube pay? Man, it is. That question can be broken apart in so many ways. Some of YouTubers don't get paid anything. Some YouTubers get paid millions and millions of dollars and don't have to work a day in their life anymore. That is such a complex question. DZIM, FBA. I'm not interested. I tried to dabble in it. I did like affiliate marketing for a little while, and I just it wasn't my thing. I didn't really like it. Joshua, how's Austin compared to Dallas, gig economy wise? Great question, Joshua. Great question. Matter of fact, that's a good video idea that I'd be willing to do.
Do you mind questions coming in with tips? Definitely don't want to irritate you.
No, you're good, Matt. I appreciate the continued support. You can ask whatever you want. I really appreciate the donations, man. That makes me feel really good. I appreciate it. Ice Poseidon, Brayton Wilson. I've heard of him, but I haven't done my own research on him. Thought about moving to Europe and doing DoorDash on a bike. Obama's phone. That sounds really fun. I am in no position to be going abroad right this second, though. If I was to go abroad, it'd be to Japan. All right, guys. Let me show y'all. A friend that I made recently. So I actually met this guy through my other friend, Brandon Buckingham. Let me see here. What is his last name? So recently, I actually hung out with this guy, Jack Manley. And, by the way, amazing videos. He hasn't posted for a while, but these videos are hilarious and worth watching. We were talking about different ways to like make money and stuff, and he gave me an idea. So basically, I just want to say I credit Jack for the story that I'm about to tell you, because he was the guy who told me about this. And so yeah, shout out Jack. You can go and follow him and watch his videos. basically, what I decided to do, from Jack's idea, is we have a lot of party streets. We have two. We have a couple here in Austin, Texas, okay? One is, let me bring up Google Maps for y'all. So one is 6th Street, okay? And the other is Rainy Street. And then there's other random spots within Austin where people like to drink, people like to party, okay? Where is this? You got me all the way over in my hometown, Sherman, Texas, right here? Okay, let's go to 6th Street, Austin, Texas. All right, here we are. And also, let's make this terrain. Hurry up, Google Maps, damn! All right, so number one. Okay, so from like here, can I drag? Okay. So basically from the highway, this is Highway 35 right here, all the way down 6th Street. By the way, Joe Rogan's comedy mothership is like on 6th Street right over here. All the way down 6th Street is like party central. There's bars everywhere, okay? And then there's another pop-in area, which is Rainy Street. Where are you? That's Congress. Where's Rainy? Rainy Street. Here. So, and then also Rainy Street, which I believe is right here. Yeah, so this whole entire basic block right here, guys, is basically a whole entire party and a lot of bars and places to eat. And so basically it's super poppin', you feel me, dog? It's super poppin'. And so Jack had the bright idea of, well, actually he was friends with this guy that sells roses on 6th Street and like on Rainy Street and stuff, and said that he does pretty well selling roses on the streets to like drunk people and stuff. And so me and my entrepreneurial mindset were like, I wonder how much you could make selling roses on the streets. And so I tried it. Not last night, but the night before that. I tried it on Friday night. You know, 10 p.m. is generally my bedtime, but I decided, you know what? I'll stay up a little later and walk around the streets of Austin, Texas, and try and sell some roses. And so, I filmed it, and I want to show y'all the whole entire edit and video of what happened on Friday night of me trying to sell a whole bunch of roses. Mick, thanks for deleting whoever was being weird or something like that. Oh, Scott. Scott's being weird. Scott, I'm putting you in timeout, brother. Okay, all right. Let me show y'all. The video. Here we go. Okay. Are y'all ready? If you haven't liked the stream yet, hit the like button, and then we'll start this video. This is a whole ass video. This is a whole ass 6-minute video that no one has ever seen before except for me. And y'all are about to get to watch it. So let's get some likes real quick. All right, guys. Alpha, what's up? Matthew, what's up? Darius, Don, what's up? What's up, Dez? What's up, Arctic? I hope the volume is gonna be good. We'll just have to test it out. Also am looking at myself to see if my head, I don't want my head to be in the way. I want y'all to have a good experience watching this. All right, 3, 2, 1.
What was Scott saying to get in trouble?
Matt. He was just using a lot of emojis and stuff like that. I'm not sure what was going on. Apparently, Mick says no name calling. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I don't like to bring attention to stuff like that. Let's start the video over. Okay, these are super gorgeous. They cost me total $16.22. Now, I would definitely try and find a cheaper price if I were to do this in the future. Try and find bulk deals from actual flower shops and stuff. Literally just came here to this HEB. But I did the math. $16.22 equals, for a dozen, equals $135 a piece. And so I'm gonna try and sell them for $5. Also, I screwed up and didn't ask if they could individually wrap them. I guess I could just like take out one. Is that a thing? All right, got my roses. Since it's Austin, Texas, literally there's nowhere to park for free. Can't park downtown, which is where I'm headed, but it's only about a mile or so to where we need to go for our destination, and I'm a runner, so that's no big deal for me. We need to find big crowds of people, so I'm thinking either 6th Street, Rainy Street, or just random people downtown. $5 rose for the lady? Okay, no worries. All right, we're almost to 6th Street. I'm wearing a mask, number one, because I don't want anybody knowing who I am. And some of it is embarrassment, I guess. I don't know, I should get over it. Anyways, I've asked like 7 people so far just on the walk to 6th Street. Literally, I'm not kidding. It's probably more. It was probably more than 6 or 7 people. Almost every single person I was passing by, I would ask, like, and the cool thing is I felt like no. I mean, I know I'm talking about the embarrassment, but I'll get over it and take the mask off here in a second. But it just felt so good to just feel like I was doing something entrepreneurial and going out and talking to all these random people and like just trying to like sell brews. I don't know. I was just like trying to talk to literally everybody. So far, I've been rejected, but it's all good. I'm feeling good. This is super fun, actually. Comedy Mothership, Joe Rogan's place. I actually just saw someone I used to train with there. Told him what I was trying to do. I've asked 1 million people on 6th Street so far. Even some of the workers that are standing outside of the bars, no luck so far. $5 rose for the ladies back home.
They won't be lying by the time it's the day.
Alright, y'all have a good night. Yep. Alright, I have walked up and down both sides of 6th Street. Those officers were so cool. And they were super goofy. Like I decided, I saw them like in a group and I was like, I'm just gonna go up and ask the officers if they want a rose. And then they just made that joke. I do want to say that Friday night was drizzling, and also the weather had dropped a little bit, so it was probably, I don't know, maybe in the 60s. It was definitely, you could wear sweater weather. And so the streets were not as filled as usual. What Jack was telling me was that the dude who sells roses actually you can do pretty well doing it. Obviously, I haven't gotten a sale yet in the video, and there weren't a whole hell of a lot of people out. Now there still were people out, and I still was like trying to approach couples, you know, because I think that was my general customer, was like, you know, couples, because I could easily just go up to people or a couple and be like, hey, do you want your significant other to have a rose? $5, you know what I mean? And then they're gonna feel like shit if they just like, no, you know, and they just walk away and be like, and you know, no, I don't want to get them a rose. And matter of fact, it's actually kind of funny. Something that is not in this video that happened was I saw the perfect opportunity to ask these two guys. These two guys were walking with each other, and their two girlfriends were right in front of them, walking out in front of them. And so I came up behind them and I was like, gentlemen, how about y'all buy a rose for y'all's lovely lady in front of y'all? And the dude straight up was like, she's not worth $5. And I couldn't help but just laugh and just walk away. And I'm like, okay, fair. Whatever. I mean, if that's how you feel, brother. Anyways, yeah, let's keep going. Basically, 6th Street didn't work out. I walked up all the way down and all the way up 6th Street. No sales. Except for this one kid. But I think I'm about to talk about that. By the way, Joey, thank you for the $2. Half Moon Dogfish, I appreciate the 20. That is amazing. Thank you. That's like, you just paid for 2 meals for me to eat. So seriously, thank you, Half Moon. I appreciate it. More like 4 meals. I could probably do 4 meals, but it means a lot. Trey, it looks good. I'm sorry. My head's all over the place. Trey, looking good. I'm happy you're in the chat. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable, Trey. I feel you. But you just got to release that dog in you. You feel me? Rough. You feel me? Trying to get that money. All right, let's go back to the video. I haven't gotten one single sale. Got close one time. Almost talked one dude into it, but he was working and wasn't allowed to buy it off me for some reason. I'm gonna walk all the way to Rainy Street. Also, I've been having a lot of dudes that have just been like, yo, she's gonna love those flowers. Is that a weed bump? Alright, after a pretty, well, it's a short walk. We made it to Rainy Street, so I'm gonna walk down, see if we can make any magic happen. No luck on Rainy Street either. I swear 50 to 100 people I've asked, and one thing I'm proud about is I'm pretty confident. Like it's not really a big deal for me to be outside and be doing this and like talking to people. Yeah, the rejection's not that big of a deal to me. I actually really enjoy doing this. I just wish I could get at least one sale. I don't know if it's like my pitch or if it's like the way I carry myself. Not sure like what that is, but one thing's for sure, like just walking around holding a dozen roses, I've gotten like a lot of looks from just chicks, from a lot of girls. They just will pass by me and smile at me. I don't know if that's because I'm sexy as fuck. I'm probably gonna... Okay, so let's just talk about for a second what I just said there. By the way, thanks for all the donations that are coming in. It was one of my favorite parts. Literally, gentlemen, guys out there, you know? Ladies too. If you walk around a heavily populated area with a dozen roses, you're gonna get some looks, okay? It's just, that's how it is. And, you know, obviously I was being a little bit conceited there, just trying to be funny. I'm definitely not sexy as fuck on every day. Sometimes I am. Okay, I'll just stop with the joke. Thank you, Matt Cowlin, for the $1.99 in a different currency that I have no idea what it is. You are genuinely such a kind and decent man. I appreciate you, Matt. Thank you. Is that the same Matt? Are you the same Matt? You're literally the same Matt that was on PayPal. You're goofy, brother. I thank you. And Solder House Rules. Thank you for the 99 cents. Seriously, thank you, Solder. All right, let's continue. Give the rest of these away to people that are just passing by. Don't want a free rose? Free rose? No? So basically, after 6th Street and Rainy Street combined, it was about 2 hours. Short of 2 hours. And since I didn't get any sales or anything, I decided to give the... Why am I explaining this? I'll let myself explain it. All right, that was probably my favorite part of this whole entire experiment, was just like handing the flowers out for free to people. It's sad that we didn't make any money, but to see the smiles and reactions of the people that I gave the flowers to. I had an older lady, very, very sweet. There's one pretty girl that I gave a flower to. She like stopped and wanted to talk to me, but I was really stupid and couldn't figure that out and kept walking, but she was thankful and she walked away too. The men, not so susceptible to accepting the flowers. Their friends would laugh at whoever I tried to give the flowers to. And then some homeless people on 6th Street, that made me feel pretty good. That was my favorite part, actually. Literally the whole entire experiment of trying this, just handing roses out to less fortunate people that were on 6th Street, because Austin does have some areas with homeless. It's just how it is here in Austin in some areas, and one of them is 6th Street next to the Highway 35. And that was my first thought. Like, my first thought wasn't to go and hand out a rose to like a girl or someone I thought was pretty or anything like that, because when I was trying to sell them on 6th, I was passing by them, and I was just like, I kind of just want to give these roses to them to like see if I can't make their day a little bit better. But at the time I was still trying to sell them, and so after deciding I wasn't gonna probably make any money, I went back to 6th Street, walked all the way back to 6th Street just so I could hand out some flowers to some less fortunate people, and that made my whole entire night. And then just some random girls that were taking care of the front of bars and stuff. I don't know, it was just a really good feeling. I had 12 of them, so obviously, like I said, a couple of girls, homeless, gave a couple of dudes some flowers as well. Just doing it for free. I would pay $16 just to do that again, honestly. But it is past my bedtime. Sorry. It's like nearly 9:30 p.m. I'm usually in bed by 10, so highly recommend trying this if you haven't. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Does anyone have any questions about selling roses? Any suggestions maybe you could give me? Guys, I'm thinking the main thing, after already stating what I did, you know, rainy night. It was a Friday night, not a Saturday, not a Sunday. You know, it was a little bit colder, so people weren't out as much. Those are a couple of excuses that I could give myself. Ultimately, though, I do, you know, that was my first time trying it. So I do feel like I was a little bit off my game. Maybe not even a little bit. Maybe I was entirely off my game and I was just kind of learning the ropes. You know what I mean? Approaching people was not the issue for me. I don't even have a problem with that in like the dating world. Like if you see a pretty girl and you're like, Jake, go talk to her, I'll try and go and talk to her. That does not bother me. What's always bothered me about that is actually holding a conversation for like more than 5 minutes. That's when I like start to get panic attacks and have anxiety. But when it's just like a quick transaction, like selling a rose real quick, you know, I could just easily just break the ice. How's y'all's night going? Like, what are y'all getting into? Have y'all danced y'all's ass off to some disco music tonight? Are you grabbing a beer? Like, it's easy to just like have these quick 5-minute interactions. Yo, pay for this flower. Let's get out of here. Like that, I could do that. You feel me? So I don't know. Anyone have any thoughts on this? Trey, I appreciate that. Trey, I appreciate that. Empire's Heather, my older sister, used to sell flowers when she was 14. That's incredible. That's some game right there. You gotta have some game to do it at 14. That's incredible. Sell carnations. Carnations. Hayden Arter. It's good to see you, brother. What's up, Hayden? Carnations. Half moon. I'm not sure what carnations are. Let me... Carnation flower? Oh, so are you referring to like a bundle of flowers? Is that what a carnation is? What is a carnation? Sorry that I am dumb and don't know what this means. What is a carnation? A double flowered cultivated variety of dove pink with gray leaves and oh, so it's a type of flower. Oh no, variety of clove pink with gray leaves, so pink. I don't know, that's confusing. Commonly known as carnation of clove pink. Specific